How to make the perfect pom-pom puff. It can also be used as cat toys in any color you want. You will need your hand, some scissors, and some yarn. Any color. So, what you're going to do is you're going to take the yarn, take it from the middle so it's coming from the end of your yarn. That way it's easy to pull out. You're going to use 2 to 4 fingers. Doesn't matter how big you want it, but 1 finger won't work. So you can use 2 fingers, 3 fingers, or 4 fingers. I'm going to use 4 fingers. You take it and you're just going to wrap it around your hand. Don't wrap it too tightly. You don't want to cut off your circulation. And you just keep wrapping. You want it to be very, very thick and try to get it in the same place. But it should look like this. After you get a good bit on there, you're going to want to take your scissors and cut this. To do multicolored ones, you want to take a little bit of yarn, wrap it around, not as much as this, cut it, and then take another color and do the same thing. They don't need to be tied in a knot or anything. Then you are going to slowly take it off of your hands and set it on the table in front of you. Cut a small piece of your yarn. Lay it down and make sure that your yarn is going the opposite way. So if my yarn is rolling this way, put it sideways. You're going to want to, this is one of the most important parts, is you must tie a super tight knot down the middle of your string. It must be tight or else it will fall apart. It should look something like this, where it's separated in the middle by that one string. Make sure your knot is tight. If it's not, do a double knot. And pull tightly. Then you're going to take your scissors and cut, make sure you go through the loops right here. And then do this on the other side. Another good use for this is a cat toy, or what I use it for is my art teacher is very jumpy. I can scare her by throwing it on her desk and pretending it looks like a spider. So as you can see, it's basically done. It's just a little bit messy with random strings of all different sizes. And there's some random loops. You're going to make sure you want to cut those. Once that's all done, you're going to want to trim to the size you want. You can trim it really close to the edge and make them really tiny, or you can have them very long. I'm going to take this one and make it kind of long. So you're just going to want to trim them to all the same size. And if it starts to go together in one place, just kind of pull it apart, but not too hard that it breaks. These can also be used for decorations. I would not suggest doing them all one color. For example, brown, if you plan to use them for decoration. I've even seen these used as a Christmas ornament. You leave one loop and pull it tall. You find a loop somewhere that you forgot to cut in here, and you pull it up. That way, That way you can hang it on the tree. You, of course, would use them in red or green. And there's your ball. You can trim it to whatever size you want. If they're cat toys, make sure your cat is supervised so they don't eat it. Have fun making them.